Hi folks, Gabriel here. Welcome to the channel. Are you looking to buy the PRS SE CE24? Are you just curious to find out how it stacks up against the American version, the PRS CE24? In which case, we're just going to try to answer the question, can an Indonesian-made instrument sound as good as its American counterpart? Can't wait to share my thoughts with you. What I like to do in these videos is to basically create a piece of music, an instrumental track, which tends to be around 4 to 5 minutes long. And I play riffs back to back on both instruments. And it can be anything from high gain rhythm tones to lead tones to clean tones. And I'll try to go through all the positions. There's mostly examples of the bridge position, but I also give some lead examples on the neck, some clean examples on the neck, and some clean examples on the middle position as well. There's a variety of styles, anything from metal to hard rock to some bluesy lead playing and some melodic lead playing as well. At the end of the video, I'll give a small description of how I felt on both instruments, how they felt to me in terms of the playability. And I'll also try to give my opinion on how they sounded, how different they sounded. And also just go through the specs and show the differences, the similarities, and just overall thoughts on which guitar to get for the price point. If you like the video, if you like my content, it'd be massively appreciated if you could like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Think that the PRS SE CE24 sounded as good as its American counterpart? Did you think that it lived up to the hype? I mean, a lot of people are saying great things about this instrument online. I don't think they're unfounded. I think these guitars are an amazing value for the money, especially in terms of tone. I think it sounds really, really good. That's just my opinion. So if you can, just leave a comment. Just leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you thought of the tones and what do you think specs matter the most in your case. I mean, do you really need locking tuners? Do you really need different pickups on these guitars? Do you need, I don't know, different neck profiles? Just in general, what do you guys like in an instrument, right? If you can, just leave a comment. I would really, really appreciate it. So what are my thoughts on these guitars? I definitely think that for 550 pounds, you're getting a professional level instrument. Just my humble opinion, right? You can definitely play gigs on these guitars. They stay in tune great. They sound really, really good. The finish is really good, I think. I mean, the neck feels fantastic to play. It's an unfinished neck. It's really, really nice to play. Is it as good as the American version? Well, they have some differences, obviously. The 8515S pickups on the Indonesian-made guitar, they do sound a little bit different. They're going for the same thing, but they do sound different. They sound a little bit brighter and snappier, especially on the neck pickup. And if you split it, it's even more noticeable. Also in the bridge position, when split, it's quite a bit different compared to the American version. I did make the pickup height just about the same on both instruments, so I would take that out of the equation. They also did a fair comparison. Most of the track I do prefer a little bit more the American version. I think they sound fuller. They have a bit more low end, a bit more lower mids, but still has that kind of almost hi-fi sound that the PRS can have. Very vocal sounding and full sounding, but very defined tone to it. These sound really good. In certain section of the track, I actually thought that they sounded better. They sat in a mix a little bit better. I think it was when I played it's the rock riff, but with the bridge split tones. I thought that actually cut through the mix a little bit more, to be honest. It was brighter and not as boomy sounding in a way, but I thought that really sat in the mix well. Same for the neck pickup. When it was split, I thought it sounded really, really good. The neck feels very, very similar. However, I think the American version seems to be a little bit wider at the nut. Seems to have a little bit more of these kind of rolled shoulders to the feel of the neck. The one has the American version has the pattern thin neck. The Indonesian version has the wide thin neck, I believe. That's it. But in terms of general feel to play, they're very, very comparable. The neck joint is different, the way it connects to the body. This one actually has a neck plate like a normal bolt-on guitar would have. It has a neck plate like a Fender would, in a way, even though it's really small and comfortable. I quite like it. But the American version, you can see the way it's just a straight line there where it meets the body and the neck. This one, it has a normal kind of bolt-on kind of configuration. I would say that in terms of the body, this rolls off a little bit more than the PRS. You can definitely feel the corners more on the carved top. You can definitely feel the corners more on the American version. I guess that's kind of a standard thing. Both of them have these, what they call it, is the violin carve on the top. But this one is definitely softer. In a way, it's more comfortable to play when your arm is sitting against it. The tops are different, right? So I believe this looks like a veneer kind of top. So there's some depth to it, but not that much. But I just love this finish. Like the top on it is super three-dimensional, looks absolutely beautiful. And I just like the unfinished binding on both have it, but on this PRS you can actually see a little bit of flame top on it. On the binding it looks really, really good. It's something to note is the Indonesian made version of the CE24 doesn't have the locking tuners. The bridge is the same though. The way they managed to keep the CE24, the American version, a little bit more affordable was to have the same bridge, I believe. So it's the same bridge on both guitars. You can even see on the trem block at the back. It's the same material, more or less. I think it's the same material, really. Usually on the higher spec PRSs nowadays, you see brass block which you don't see on the American version. The Indonesian made guitar comes with this gig bag. It's cool. I mean, for 550 pounds, that's how much I paid for mine. Comes with a solid gig bag. It's not the best in the world, but it's definitely fits its purpose. It's sturdy. It's padded. It's not. I mean, it's not centimeters and centimeters of padding, but it definitely does the job well. The PRS CE24, the American version, the gig bag is a little bit sturdier, but I wouldn't say it's miles better. It's just a little bit better. But yeah, both come with a gig bag. Which one would I buy? I mean, if I had 550 pounds only, obviously I would only have the option of getting this one. And I wouldn't be disappointed at all. I wouldn't really feel that I was missing out on the American version. I feel that it's an amazing professional level instrument for the price. It really is. You can do so much with it. So many styles. You can do metal, you can do blues stuff, you can do funk. It's really good. It's a great instrument for 550 pounds. I do prefer the US made one. I just love the top on it. I mean, this top is just gorgeous to look at. Feels fuller sounding, sounds fuller sounding in my opinion. Feels really good to play. I slightly prefer the neck profile on these. Obviously, it's a lot more played in. This is a 2016 special edition model. 2016 or 2017, I'm not quite sure. Well, feels a bit more worn in. It's great to play. Obviously, it has some battle scars you can see there, but just it's a beast. The one thing I don't like about it so much is the pickup rings. These white pickup rings make it look a little bit cheap. That's just my personal opinion. I tend to think that about PRS guitars. Whenever I look at their guitars and see the white pickup rings, I'm not too crazy about it. But it's a matter of taste, obviously. You can always change these. What do you guys think? Just leave a comment. It'd be massively appreciated. Obviously, again, if you can like and subscribe if you enjoy what I'm doing here. And see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.